in Ibiza for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I want you to win. This.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got to stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jump, pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ralph! Hey, I'm gun. Red.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
On red.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this to Cup. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. Before he was able to recover and provide the hit.
I'm open. What you want to eat?
You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his... More importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Connects with Fant. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey. Check.
Now we give to Etienne running right. He's across the 20, still going. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Raiders are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Hey, we go.
Back-to-back carries here. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Completed to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. Pushing for the red zone. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run, it's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Lisa 24.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football.
Hey, easy. Route,
They start with 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the 39. Gets this to Fant. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get
Oh, no, I'm
out
kind of open. What you thinking?
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yeah, true.
Lawrence working from the gun.
True.
Connection made. Travis Etienne.
We could do that. You want to come home and y'all posse up?
Enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a
Or you
first
want
down
to
run
go
play.
get it? What you want to do?
Forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Okay, that's cool with me.
Second down now.
Yeah.
7 to go.
Hey, Lion.
Hey, look, what you want, man?
Out of the gun, Lawrence.
From Otters.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going
Say
out.
whatever Caleb get.
Big gain.
He said whatever
14
Caleb
on the
get.
play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Chicken fingers. Okay,
Hey, run.
fine.
Great job. All right, here we go. Time.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
On red.
From the 29. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Cooper Cup the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Oh, well, what type
Well,
of
he was
mess was
supposed to be
that?
the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw.
Hang it up in the air. Throw the ball.
Hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now off play action. He lets a heater go. Big gain downfield. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Man, shut up. I just got the ball. Got the thing. It's slow over here. I don't know what you talk about. You're impatient, man. Just shut up.
Steelers kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now it's Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Rip, 23. Sink right.
They go right back to Etienne. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
All right, let's go. 13, Luke.
Lawrence throwing here. He finds Fant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
11. 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
I got him. 11.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars pushing for a score before the break. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Decent 24. 30 left. 13 loose.
Throwing from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Sink right.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, son.
They're going to try with the wideout. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Mostert on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Wright trying this straight ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hand off to the back. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th and long. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, run! Hey, kill!
Looking to throw. ETN on the catch. And he'll get it up to the 27. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Check 58. No ball. Hey, let's go Sunday.
They go play action. Here's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
13 next. No ball.
Smith to the air now. And that's completed right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blown back in the back.
Oh, what?
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Now the Raiders readying for the punt. And they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red. Take right open. Red.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Easy. Silver.
Lawrence to throw it. He'll get this to come. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Decent 24. Take right open. Red. Hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
He's throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for two in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she's doing at home.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Gets this to Fant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, I'm gun. Go. 11.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the... Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
On red. Great job.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Go, let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Rats.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Working quickly here. Completed to Davis. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 4th quarter lead. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Mostert on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. 2nd and 8. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They motion Tucker over left. 3rd and long for him here.
Oh,
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hey, run!
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Easy, read it.
ETN again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Hey.
They're looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is cuffed. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
23.
Now we give to ETN running right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Silver.
They'll try it left with ETN. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Hey, go! Sink right. 13, Lou. Here we go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Michejack is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters. These are the moments they live for.
Mostert on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, Smith to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
13 next.
From the 16.
Almost.
It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Lisa 24.
Here's Etienne on first down. And he's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Hold it ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Oh. Here we go, sir.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. 53.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Catch left. Hey, it's a clip. Check 51. Cover.
He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this.
Oh, his arm is so weak.
Intercepted. Foye Oluwakin with the pick.
Sorry.
And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. you could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here.
30 left.
The give here on second. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Jaguar first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run. Here we go. Hey, 2 for the...
They go right back to ETN. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Hey, kill.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's about 43 yards for him. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged in midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting a win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
Yeah. There's sauce in a small container. That's for Luke. Yours is in there.
Yeah, that's awesome, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, you be running around and kicking the ball. You strong. You be kicking it hard. That's for sure.